Hey guys, check it out. I've got two cars. This Alfa Romeo Giulia Extrema is cool, and this old Jaguar XK is not. And if you recall, we did a video series called From Stud to Dud, where we featured this car and compared it to 3 other 1990s convertibles.
What is it? Is it the... Oh, it's a Jaguar.
I'm thinking it's totaled, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cost member looks like it's bent, and then everything else is probably... it's going to be expensive.
Oh, way too much wheel spin. Come on, Micah, you're better than that.
All right. He spun his little wheels.
In a second. Money shifted it.
And he's shifting, and we're really close.
5,000 RPM. In a third.
Oh, it shifted again, and I'm catching him.
Come on, America. Oh, he's coming back.
I'm catching him.
Come on, Mustang.
I'm right there with him.
Well, now we've kept this one. We haven't sold it, and that's because we want to make it cool like this Alfa Romeo. And the way we're going to do that is we've brought it here to our man Dan at Monster Muffler, and the first part of the transformation is to make that V8 sound good. So I just met with Dan, and we kind of took a look underneath to find out exactly how we can make this sound cool instead of, well, really lame.
Let me just see what's in it.
So what do you see down there?
Well, there look like a couple of, I guess, it looks like you don't mind these.
Yeah, those I don't mind. They look cool, actually. Those look cool.
You have a real large double resonator.
Okay.
Where you have dual inlet.
Yep.
Dual outlet, and it's pretty long.
Okay.
And then you have some little about 8-inch resonators as well. So you may want to do it in steps. Maybe take the big center one out.
Okay.
Which makes it the quietest. And the other ones are going to be, all these are straight through, but there's a little bit of like a baffle chamber in them.
Okay.
So they're going to be relatively straight, and the 8-inch ones probably don't take a lot of sound, but it would just make it a little bit louder. Evidently, when it starts up, when it's cold, they wanted to make sure it was very quiet.
Well, hey, Kate, start it up, would you? Actually, here, I'll start it up. So you can hear what it sounds like now. I'll let you, I don't want to poison you. Are you going to be okay down there?
Yeah, that's all right. I think we'll be all right.
I'll start it up. You listen.
Yeah, that's pretty quiet.
Yeah, for a big old V8, dude, that is too quiet, don't you think?
We could do one of two things.
Yeah.
You know, I could pull that first one out.
Okay, the big one?
And then start it up, and if it still sounds similar,
yeah,
then you can pull the other two. But,
let's try that. I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, you're gonna probably leave them, they're only yay long. They are offset, so there's a little bit of crookedness to it, but it's not like a regular muffler.
Right.
They're usually on these, they're going to make them all pretty much straight through. But the resonator right in the middle is quite large, and it may have an X pipe in it or something else that makes it so when you run those banks separate, it should pick up some more.
Is the X pipe?
Decibels.
But the X pipe usually makes it sound better, doesn't it? It's supposed to kind of.
Well, it can, but only if it's a solid.
Okay.
This one would be if it had something in it.
Yeah.
It's going to be perforated.
Okay.
So it's like, so it's not quite a solid.
Yeah, I mean, look, we got a big old V8 under this thing, and right now you can't even tell.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and I got to tell you, I like the look of these exhausts. I like the way they look.
Well, I wouldn't have to touch those.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch those.
This one here is They're set pretty even right now, so.
Yeah, they're perfectly even. They're you know, they're kind of cool because they're kind of tilted, right? The mufflers are kind of sideways.
Yeah.
Which when you see it from the rear, it looks kind of cool.
And those are going to be relatively straight through. It's kind of like a Borla muffler, only, you know. And I think some of the vehicles are actually putting Borlas on their stuff now.
Yeah.
Challenger, brand new Challengers.
Yeah. So let's remove that big one. Start it up. You've been doing this your whole life. I have complete faith in you.
Yeah. Well, we'll take a listen.
Yeah.
If it sounds.
I mean, you don't want a
loud
Trony,
enough,
right? You don't, right? Because it's a convertible, so you don't want to be going down the highway.
Old going up Eisenhower if it's, you know. If you can't hear,
yeah, we don't want to.
Can't talk anymore.
Look, we don't want it to sound like a Subaru with a coffee can exhaust.
No,
right?
I don't think it will.
That will not make that cool. That'll just make it.
No, the V8 is definitely a little better sound than
I agree.
Flathead.
Yeah.
Flat 4.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Let me take your mic off. Thanks. We'll leave it with you. Here you go. Let me lock it up.
Sure.
How long do you think it'll take?
I've got to do the diesel, and then I'll start on it tonight, and we'll see how it.
Okay.
Should have it done here.
All right. So Case, who's behind the camera, is helping out with this series. We're going to be calling it, well, the opposite, from dud to stud, and the goal is to take that Jaguar and make it as cool as this Alfa Romeo. Is that even possible, Case?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, but who knows? Maybe by the end of this, it'll be completely transformed such that even you and I will be surprised by it.
Now look at those mufflers. I like the way they hang down. They're crooked and they're kind of stuck underneath. I think that's actually a pretty good look.
Yeah, that part's not bad looking, and like Dan was saying, I think if we get rid of some of those resonators underneath, it'll sound a lot better.
Yeah, so, whoa, what am I about to run into? Oh, there you go, a car. What's the plan? Because we have a multi-part plan here, right? Obviously, making it sound cool is just the beginning.
Yeah, so we want to make it sound better. We also have to throw on a better looking set of wheels and tires. We want to fix up the front end damage that it has, because obviously that is not very cool. We're going back to a factory style grille, so we have a painted front bumper on the way for it. That's going to help fix up the exterior. And then our guy Shane, who does vinyl wraps, and he's really talented at it, he's helping us out to add some stripes and make it look a little bit like an old school race car.
Yeah. So the idea is to put lipstick on a pig, literally.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to take a bright red color and put it around the mouth of the Jaguar after we replace that nose cone.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put racing stripes down the middle, and then we're going to put big number, round numbers on the side, and hopefully we're going to take that back into something that is youthful, as opposed to like I said, like old
stodgy
and yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, that car was young when I was kind of, you know, not youthful but not old. But when you look at that car, what do you see? Tell me.
Well,
the Jaguar.
So, interestingly enough, back in the day, my mom actually had a convertible XKR, so it reminds me of that. And that was cool. Yeah. Well, she ended up selling that car because I think it was a little bit too much for her. So that's kind of my memory of it. That was the one vehicle that my mom had that was cool. So I've got some fond childhood memories of it. But yeah, looking at it now, it just screams old guy, golf clubs.
Yeah, it's got that trunk. Fit 2 pairs of golf clubs in there. You know, that's the whole thing. And I think Jaguar has a history and a pedigree of building really cool race cars, right?
Yeah.
This is a company,
absolutely,
you know, that went racing as part of its DNA, and somehow that car has turned into the golf club car, right?
Yeah, and I mean, like we've been saying, it is V8 powered. It's rear-wheel drive. It should be cool. There's no reason that it can't be. So we're going to try and move it in that direction, actually make it something that you'd be proud to see be seen in. Now,
to make this more fun, of course, and more challenging, we have set a budget. So we paid $6,500 for that car.
Yep.
And the budget, ironically, just for fun, is $6,500.
Yeah, to try and make it cool.
Yeah, so if we double the budget or the amount of money we put into the car, is it something that you guys out there would lust after or want. And then at the end, I think we'll probably end up putting it on bids and selling it and seeing if we can actually get $13,000 for it, which would be exactly how much we put into it.
Yeah.
So step one, which we'll do for this video, obviously, is to make it sound cool. Step two, we've already ordered the nose cone, and that was not cheap.
No, that was about $700 plus actually having to get all the factory grill inserts and everything, which totaled out to what?
About
Over
1,000, yeah. But with shipping, because shipping was $250, so we're already 1,000 into it for the nose cone.
Yeah, just doing repairs.
Yep.
So that's on its way. We also want to do some lowering springs, and then we might as well throw it out to you guys to see
what else you'd like to see. I mean, we thought about a supercharger, but a supercharger is going to cost $6,000.
So yeah.
And
it's not necessarily going to up the value of the car. I mean, you know, modifying a car in general is not going to up the value of it in most situations, but we're trying to see if we can make this just a more interesting car, if more people will actually want to drive it.
So in this first episode, the reason I wanted to talk to you guys out there was I want to get your suggestions as to what else we could do with it. So think about it this way. We've got $6,500. This is probably going to cost, what, $500 that we're doing?
Yeah.
Give or take?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I mean, Dan tends to do some pretty efficient work, and if he's just deleting some of the mufflers that are in it, shouldn't be too bad.
But let's figure we've already spent $1,500 of that $6,500 budget.
Yeah.
So we've got $5,000 left. I think Shane told us the stripes and the lipstick on the pig are going to be what, about $400?
Right.
So let's say we're at $2,000. So we still have $4,500 left to spend, and wheels and tires are going to be a large chunk of that.
Yeah. That part's not going to be cheap.
And then lowering springs are not expensive.
No, that's about $300-400.
Yeah, and then the work,
plus,
of course, to do that.
Plus Toby putting them in.
Yeah, but we probably still have a couple grand to spend on other improvements. So let us know what you think we should do with it, and we'll try to kind of take your suggestions on board and actually do that with the Jaguar.
Sounds good to me.
All right, well, let's cut here, and then we'll come back to the shop tomorrow, and you can hear the difference, and hopefully it'll be pretty awesome.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Hey, Case, dude, look what showed up.
What is this?
This should be our, I'm calling it a nose cone, but it's really the front fascia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the bumper cover.
Yeah, for the Jaguar.
Nice.
So,
let's see.
Do we need a knife? I don't want to break this. There you go. Man has a knife.
Man has a knife. He is armed. There we go. Ooh.
Oh.
Look at that.
So this is not new. We bought this from a place that already.
Here, should we pull some plastic off it to see how the paint looks?
Yeah, let's pull it off.
Looks to be in decent shape.
Yeah, the bottom's pretty shit. I mean crap. Sorry, you have to beep that. But that's where obviously.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to match the rest of the car, you know? It's going to have that same patina that we've got on the rest of it.
That's a nice way of saying we bought a pretty crappy.
Yeah.
That's where the little Jaguar emblem goes.
Yeah.
Here,
I mean,
pull it off. Let's just take a look at it.
To be fair, you know, usually bumpers don't get pulled off of cars because the car is so nice. So it's kind of hard to find a already painted bumper that's showroom quality, but it's a hell of a lot better.
Back of this thing so we don't nick the paint.
All right, I'm pulling it out.
All right, I'll let you. Well, it's better than the one we have.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Because, well, the one we have obviously is cracked.
Yeah.
But it is pretty bad at the bottom here. So
yeah, the bottom got scuffed.
Somebody ran this thing into. This paint color is called anthracite.
Yeah.
So now we're going to have to put our little Jaguar.
Yeah, we'll put our emblem on.
What do you think, Tommy? Is it worth $500?
Sure. Where else are you going to get another one?
Yeah, honestly.
What do you think, Andre? Is it worth $500?
Why does it have all the scratches on the bottom of it?
Well, like I was just saying to Roman, they don't usually take cars apart because of how good of condition they're in. So
let's see what this thing looks like.
That's a massive bumper. Dude.
Let's see. If I can't get this.
Maybe they'll polish off, polish out.
I love
your,
make it better.
Andre, I love your optimism.
Man, we've got some monster zip ties on here.
Do you want some scissors?
It might
That's
help.
not a knife case.
I know it's
A knife.
Hold on, I'll get
very
some scissors.
small and it's going very slowly through these zip ties.
Here, case, here we go.
There we go. Oh, except we've got the play school scissors. So
See if that works better.
there we go.
All right, so
That looks like the actual crash bar. Best
Yeah.
I can tell.
I think we have this, don't we?
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of shape our crash bar is in underneath the bumper cover. So
So I was hoping we were
be good
getting
to have.
this, the part that goes, what, in here?
yeah, I'm assuming that we're gonna have probably another box because we need that center bar and the. Well, I guess we haven't gotten the
This is-
two
this is the thing he
side
sent us.
covers. Okay.
So this goes underneath here, but there's supposed to be some teeth that go in there, right?
Yeah. There's like a center bar
That we're still not, that we still
that goes over top of it.
Yeah. So maybe this thing we didn't need.
Well, it's a process.
I guess live and learn, huh? Live and learn. So next day, we're back here at Monster Muffler, and you did it overnight. Thank you very much. That was very nice.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, was it hard?
Just lining up the tips again.
All right, so
There's no
tell me
thing.
what you did to it. So when you looked at under it yesterday, you said there was a big resonator and two small ones, right?
We eliminated all 3 of those.
Okay.
And left the 2 rear resonators in.
All right, so
So you still have the.
basically you can't tell by looking at it from underneath.
No, you have a little more
And then
ground clearance.
So what'd you take out of it?
These are the. This is the middle resonator.
Okay. And those are the
Straight through, and
Yeah.
they're all straight through, but they
Okay.
all take out a little bit of sound.
They're in pretty good shape, huh?
Oh yeah, excellent.
Yeah, they're not rusty at all. Wow. And so what's the job of the resonator? What do they do?
Just to take some of the sound,
Okay.
and when you first start up a vehicle, it's a little rougher,
Okay.
and it has a little. And they want to keep the car extremely quiet.
All right. Well, do me a favor, start it up for me so I can hear it.
Alrighty.
Because I want to be back here, so I want to be able to hear it. So start it up.
Sure.
Let's hear the
I've
sound.
been working on a diesel, so you gotta watch out.
It's all right. I trust you. Don't worry. Here we go. Or you know what? I'll do it. Hold on. I think you gotta hit the button. I think you gotta hit the brake.
Oh no, it'll start.
It'll start.
No, it'll calm down in just a second.
Oh, I love that.
That's what those little ones take out, is that sound.
Hold on. Here, you hold this. I'm gonna give it a little bit.
Give it about 30 seconds and it'll calm down. Just give it a little bit of time. It takes a while for it to come out.
Dan, I gotta say, you made my day.
Well, it'll be all right.
That is some excellent work. I love that. I love that raspiness. I love you get the little bit of that backfire in there, right? Now it sounds like a V8. Before it sounded like, I don't know, like a detuned 4-cylinder, right? Now you got that.
Now you have a 1-block muffler. We're
Yeah.
here about a block away, so we get the.
What's what 1-block muffler? What are the crazy ones? Like 4-block mufflers?
Yeah, you can hear about 4 blocks of it. So.
Well, all right. Thank you very much.
All right.
I'm gonna take this from you.
All right.
And
You guys
yeah,
take care.
Yeah, take care. Thanks for all your hard work. Appreciate it. All right, that was $220. The best $220 I think I've ever spent in my life. And I think to truly appreciate it, we have to actually take the top down, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. I think to see what this thing actually sounds like, we're gonna have to go topless. So let's do this. Okay. Put that there, and roof. Nice. Okay, and windows. What a beautiful day for a 2002 Jaguar convertible. The trick with these mufflers, or muffler deletes, of course, is to make sure that they don't become drony over time, because then that's no good, right? Because it's cool if it sounds raspy, but it's not cool if you're driving along and all of a sudden it becomes super raspy. So we'll give it a little bit of the beans once we get on the road here. All right. Here we go. I love that. Let's turn around and go the other way. Jaguar, what did you do? What was, I mean, you know, I know that potentially the golf club crowd does not like this sound, but anybody who loves V8s, we are going to make this a stud after all. And that, like I said, is the best $220 that I've ever spent. All right, well, in the next episode, we're going to take that nose cone that we bought and we're going to put it on, we're going to fix the paint, and we're going to give it a little bit of a visual improvement. And I can't wait to see what it looks like, and hopefully it will look at least half as good as it sounds. Oh yeah, I love that. I love that so much.